So in the previous video, we have seen that we have sent a purchase requisition mail to some user by selecting the required items, and he opened his email. So here, we have also shown that you can pick different vendors and send the quote, and that man gets the quote, then he can submit the quote. All these things have happened, and he has submitted the quote. Now we are trying to see what is the quote given by different vendors. Of course, in this case, we have only one vendor given. So this is the vendor who said 8 rupees per sheet and minimum 5,000 pieces. And this 830 handrail, he said it is going to cost 12,000 and X factory. Okay. So that means this man has quoted for two items, and this is another format. This is one format, and this is one format of quote comparison. Basically, if more people have submitted their quote for this handrail, under the handrail you will see the different quotations, and so this is the quote comparison. So that now that we have completed the RFQ, okay, that means the stage this that is this stage. So that means at this stage we have completed this particular RFQ. So if you see till now, we have created the purchase indent, and we have created the RFQ, and we are ready for this. And so that means the purchase indent, purchase order, RFQ, these are all completed. Now let's go back to the application and see what happens. So having created, I'm now going to the purchase order. So I decided that I know all the indents that are pending. I would like to create, maybe this is on maybe the Aditya Paints. Okay, the moment I give that, all his details come here. That is, you can see all this address, everything have come, and all the taxes applicable when I enter the items. So I created a purchase order number 1,81,000, dated so and so. Now I am now trying to add an item. That means I am directly adding an item just to test, give you a testing. I'm just doing this. That means here I am now directly adding an item without the purchase indent. You can see the stock status and all that. I wanted to place 23 numbers at the rate of say 235 rupees. Okay. So I saved it. So in this, I placed an in the purchase order, I placed an item without the purchase indent. Now let me go back to my thing, and you will see this 5,400 has come because there was one item I have created. So here basically we created that particular item and we did all the calculation and all those things. Then the gross value has come to 5,400. That is what we are trying to show it here. Okay. Now I would like to pick the indents which are raised. So I am saying pick purchase indent. So the moment I say that, you will notice that the material that has come from the different indents have appeared here. Now if you see this, okay, he at this rate he wanted 12 pieces. If you remember well, in the quote comparison we have accepted the rate of 12,800. So that is why this automatically it has come, and maybe I want to place only 9 pieces out of this, and here I want to buy at maybe 5 rupees. of full quantity. Okay, so if you press this, it becomes full quantity. Maybe I want to buy this also, some other item, maybe I want to buy this also. So that means I am clubbing different purchase indents into one purchase order, and I am submitting. So now there are so many items which have come, and now if you try to print the purchase order, you can see the purchase order. Aditya Paints, so and so, so and so. Four items are there. What is the price? You can just open it out and see, or you can email it and whatnot. Now, this new purchase order, I'm trying to email to myself for demo purpose. Okay. So I have sent the mail, and the vendor will get the PO confirmation here. So that means the vendor has got the PO to supply the material. Now at this time, please be careful that here when we have created the GST, everything are picked properly, or even if they are not picked, we have to pick them properly, the IGST 18% or something. Suppose in the lines, if I add an item, okay, I am picking an item, okay, and I am saying what is the GST applicable here. So here, when the moment I said handrail, it has picked that 18%. But suppose I pick something else, so it is not necessary that it will pick that percent, same percent. So it may pick something else. Okay. So I'm adding a new line here. I'm adding the item, and I'm picking the specific something else. So the GST applicable in that has come, and then your quantities. So now what is that we have done? We have created a purchase order. Now this will undergo the same process. Three items are there, four items are there. It says, okay, proceed. That is, this is also undergoing the same model of, you can say the approval process. So verification, this is the 17th. Okay. So I'm trying to go there, or I wanted to approve this. Okay, that is the orange button. Say this is approval. Orange is okay. Go ahead. So I can see the previous comments like what is written. So I wrote okay, proceed at 6:36, and okay, go ahead. I am only doing it because this is the demo situation. So now I'm going to approved stage, because our record got moved into approved stage. So you will see this item, this particular purchase order. Now I'm finally approving, and here I'm trying to see what are all the comments made by them. You will see both the comments visible here. I'm saying, okay, fine, release PO. So now the purchase order is placed and is totally ready. Now, if you go to that particular purchase order and you go here and see the supply thread, now you will see this is the purchase order. Now this tells me this is the purchase order I have directly created. There is no indent. This is the purchase order I created because there was an indent. This is the same purchase order number is 1,81,000 everywhere. But this is prepared against this indent of 2000. I have placed 2000, so balance is 0. So again, in the same purchase order, I took another purchase indent where he wanted 12,800 rice, 12 pieces. I ordered only 9 pieces. So that means still 3 pieces are pending. So if I try to pick a new purchase order active, I'm just taking for demo purpose, and I try to open and say pick purchase indents, you will see this handrail. Actually, if you remember, it was 12 pieces have been ordered, 128 GST handrail. So now that we have posted, our next stage is the GRN. That is, we are at this stage now. That is, now this is also done. We are at this stage. So this has become RFQ, this purchase order, and I'm now trying to create a GRN. Now here, if you remember, we have placed order and the material has come and it is standing in front of me with the vendor bill. So the vendor is Aditya Paints, some details. I have created a goods receipt. So the moment I create a goods receipt, it is telling me what is the material. So here I say pick the purchase order. So when I say pick purchase order, you will see lot of purchase orders that have been raised on him have come. And you will, if you notice, this 1,18,000 one was just created by us few in the video, which had 4 items. All the 4 have come. So of this 355 or rather 20 pieces, he has given maybe 12 pieces. This he has given full, this he has given full, this he has given 1200 only. Then this is the GRN raised. So that means now if you try to go and print the GRN, or now you can print the GRN here, you will see these items, and at the same time you try to go over here. Of course this value will get updated properly. That is this is the GRN value. How this GRN value has come, we can see it here. Okay, you can see the amount, gross amount. Okay, so now if I go here and try to see the supply thread, now you will see there are 3 stages. There is a goods receipt, there is a purchase order, there is a purchase indent. That means he has ordered for 12 quantity. That is basically 195 are indented, 195 are purchase order is raised, and 20 have come. All these, the purchase order is made for 20, and of with this he has given the 12 pieces. Okay, and how much is balance, all the details are very much visible here. So, and you will notice in this goods receipt we have not picked anything without the purchase order. So that is why you are seeing. And similarly, if I go to my indent which I placed, the posted indent, if you remember, this was the indent which we placed, and here if I go and try to see the supply thread, the supply thread, you will see this purchase indent was for 12 numbers, of which I have placed a purchase order for 9 pieces, and 9 pieces have come. That is what it indicates. And here the indent is for 2000 pieces. I have made 2000 pieces purchase order. The out of the 2000 I placed only 1200, and out of 1200 still 800 are pending, because I have placed purchase order for 2000 and 12,000 are executed and 800 are pending. Of course, if I want any details, I can see from here about the particular indent. So this is the entire cycle of the purchase cycle, where you would have seen. So we have seen the master setup, transactions, purchase orders, and all this. This is the full cycle we have done. Thank you very much.